It is day 58 of the 1 year fast. So I made a promise at the start of the 1 year fast that I would try, and try is the operative word, I would try to create a video for every day of the 1 year fast. So that would mean I would create 365 videos. Well, I failed. On day 56 and day 57, I failed to make videos. Last video I made was on day 55 when I explained that I was suffering a bit of a back twinge. So a lower back, lower lumbar region, bit of pain in that area. And of course, anybody that suffered any back issues knows that can be pretty intense. So I had the back issue, and also I had to travel. So I was traveling over the weekend. So in combination, I wasn't really prepared to create a video as well. So the last video I made was day 55 and today is day 58. So I missed day 56 and 57 in terms of making videos. Again, protocol for the 1 year fast is for me to fast for 3 days per week for 52 consecutive weeks, and I choose the days during the week. So this is week 9 of the 1 year fast. And this week I'm fasting on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And fasting for those 3 days is really intentional. I want to move towards the end of that 72-hour fast, about hour 65 to hour 70, and then take my ketone readings. Again, I've got 2 ketone readers. I have the blood-based and the breath-based. The last time I did it, really low numbers, in fact, almost non-existent numbers, that were basically indicating I was not in ketosis. So now with the intention of fasting for a longer period, I'm hoping as I get to hour 65, hour 70, take my readings again, I can demonstrate that I am in ketosis. Day 58, this is a non-fasting day. Tomorrow is a non-fasting day. Then I step into the 3-day in a row fast. As I shared previously, I am the world's worst vegetarian. So I turned vegetarian when I was 16, and over the years, it's been a few years, my diet has fluctuated. Vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, vegetarian, all over the place, up and down, up and down. I am undertaking the 1 year fast as a vegetarian. I'm eating a plant-based diet. I go to a good grocery store. I get fresh produce, fresh fruits, fresh products. So in contrast, during the past couple of days of traveling, I did look at packaged meals. So I went into the supermarket, looked at the packaged meals, and of course vegetarian, vegan-based, and the amount of additives, preservatives, byproducts, colors, chemicals in the packages is beyond comprehension. You wonder why there are so many byproducts, additives, chemicals in our food chain. Of course, I understand that some business will need to preserve their packaged meals, and that's understandable, I guess, to some extent, as long as the additives, the preservatives, the chemicals are not going to be detrimental to health. It's understandable. You do wonder about its intention, particularly when you look back to the 20th century. So back in the 20th century, we saw the really quite reprehensible corruption associated with the tobacco industry. So the tobacco industry, as we know, early on, tobacco was promoted as a harmless indulgence. So people would naturally smoke. And then we'd come to learn that the industry knew, in fact, that tobacco was detrimental to health. And moreover, they made their product addictive. So they knew the product was detrimental to health, but they made that product addictive so more people would smoke it and get less healthy. Clearly, beyond being just reprehensible, that is criminal. And so you look at that and you wonder whether that was some kind of blueprint that's being mirrored in today's world of packaged food. Clearly, those individuals that acted in such a monstrous way back in the 20th century, these characters still exist, but they can't take advantage of the tobacco any longer. So maybe they would be looking for an alternative template of generating money, making people addicted to certain products, regardless of the health consequences. And surely when you look at some of the ingredients, the additives, the preservatives, the chemicals, the colors, you do wonder what the intention is there. And even in the vegetarian industry, the vegan industry, you would imagine that most people are really going to scrutinize the ingredients. And of course, when you look at this particular industry, vegetarian food industry, pre-packaged, clearly there are some companies and some individuals that would lead to some concern. But of course, I'm sure there are many pre-packaged meals that are as healthy as they can be, and there's no malintent. Okay, so day 58 of the 1 year fast. This is week 9. This week I'm going to fast on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. My back is getting slightly better. I'm still not working out, but it's getting better. But overall, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, hopefully spiritually, I'm feeling good. And yeah, looking forward to stepping into the 72-hour fast later this week. Okay, end of day 58. Thank you.